How far are you willing to go to get a listing? We're talking about how far are you willing to go to get a $10,000 paycheck or a $15,000 or $20,000 or $30,000 paycheck, or if you're in the luxury market, how far are you willing to go to get a $50,000 plus paycheck? So that is a question that I was addressing at a recent training that I did, and that I was talking about to some of my coaching members, is how far are you willing to go to get a listing? But to begin with that, how far are you willing to go just to get someone's attention? If you know that it's a potential $50,000 commission check, so let's just say it's a $2 million listing. $2 million listing, 2.5%, $50,000. Okay, if you're doing 3%, you're talking $60,000 potential commission check. All right, if you're talking 3.5%, now you're talking $75,000 potential commission check. How far should you and would you be willing to go to get that listing? And the first thing you got to do if it's somebody you do not know is you got to get their attention. You got to get their attention, you got to get their interest, you got to get their desire to want to have a conversation with you, and then get them to take action to do it. And so traditionally we do things like we send out postcards, we send out mailers, we do direct mail, we'll call people, we'll talk to people, we'll do stuff like that. So the question is, how far are you willing to go just to get their attention? Now here's what I was talking, the conversation started with. What should you do to get a conversation going with an expired seller? You got an expired listing, it's $2 million or it's a $500,000, whatever it is, what are you willing to do to get their attention? Now you may make a phone call. You may go knock on their door. You may deliver a expired packet to them, which is all great, okay? But what if you can't get their attention that way? What if there's no phone number, they're on the do not call and you can't call them, or they're in a gated community and you can't talk to them? What are you willing to do to get their attention? Well, you can send them something nicer. Right? So I'm just going to give you an example of what gets people's attention. When you send something in the mail, because I check my mail regularly, and when I get the mail, I look at stuff. And today, as I checked the mail today, I had probably 4 postcards from various real estate agents. Okay? I don't even look at them. They're postcards. They're junk mail. I get them. I look at. I'll notice it, but I'm throwing them away. I couldn't tell you their names. I couldn't tell you anything about them. Some of them I get every month. There's one company, I don't remember who it is, but I get them all the time. They send a postcard a month to me. That's just junk mail to me. But then I got this today. Okay, and this came in a first class manila envelope. So I opened it up. And when I opened it up, inside of it was this. Now, this is not a real estate thing, because I've never seen a real estate agent willing to spend this much money to get my attention. But when I started to open it, it looks like an Apple computer. Okay, except instead of, it's got BHG's logos. Well, it's like, okay, when I start pulling it out, I'm seeing this image of, okay, that's a 3D shot, kind of a picture of a computer. I'm like, okay, you got my attention. Now, this is not just a cheapo piece of thing. This is a 1, 2, 3 panel marketing piece that's got, when you open it, you've got the front, you've got a keyboard inside. Now, isn't that cool? So now I open it up and I actually have my notebook computer right here. Boom. Now, this got my attention. And I'm like, what in the world is this? So I look at it, okay, it's a computer. Must be something good. Aha. Kevin, we'd like to welcome you to a better lending experience. And it's a lender that specializes in business loans, and they're trying to loan me money. How much can they loan me here? I don't even know if it's worth looking at. Up to $250,000. So this is the reason that's important is because this is not the kind of marketing piece you send when you're looking for somebody for a payday cash loan that you can loan them up to $500 or $1,000 or $4,000. But this is a company that they're looking at business owners, small business owners, that they can make loans for up to $250,000, which means they know that when they make a loan to me for $250,000 or $200,000 or $150,000, that they can expect a certain amount of return on that. It's going to make them a certain amount of money. So they look at it and go like, how many of these do we have to send out to get a phone call? And I'm sure they send out enough of these that they have an idea that we can invest in a mailer this nice. Now, I've never gotten a mailer ever from a real estate agent prospecting me as a geographic farming or as I've never been an expired seller, so I don't know how that would work, but I've never got a piece of a mailing this nice that was literally like, wow, this is card stock. Okay, it's card stock, it's glossy finish, and it's 3 pages long, and so it's got their message here. But it got my attention. Got me to look at it, and basically this is like a website. It's like a sales page. Okay, on paper. And they got me here, and then they've got links for me to go to the website to get more. They've given me a QR code so I can just grab my smartphone and I can click on it and I can read that and all of that kind of stuff. So here's how I want you to think about this, and this is what's critical here, is I've got this in the mail that made me look at it, but I also have a guy that I work with but I've been in an event with, that he is in the financial sector and financial services industry where his clients are high net worth individuals that typically are worth $10 million or more. And he literally, to get in front of them, he does not send them a picture of a computer. He actually sends them in the mail a brand new iPad. Now, this is not a brand new one. You can see finger smudges all over it, but it's an iPad. And they'll send a brand new iPad, and they put it in a mode where all you can do is when you turn it on, it just says click play. And you click play and a video comes up on it, and it is a message from the person talking to them about, hey, listen, I'm sure you're wondering who it is, what this iPad is for, and who is this crazy person sending me an iPad. Well, here's the deal. I have an opportunity for you. I have something I want to talk to you about. And so basically this iPad is yours to keep just for giving me an 8-minute listen. And he literally sends free iPads to people, brand new iPads. It's about $400 a pop that he sends to them, brand new, for free, with one video message on it. And then when you're done listening to it, he says, hey, if you like this, you can give me a call or you can click here to talk to me or whatever. And he knows his numbers, that his average consumer, his average client is going to be worth for him about $50,000 to $100,000. And so he's looked at his numbers and says, if I send out 20 of these, I get a client, because out of 20 of those, 10 of them will actually engage in a conversation with me, and 1 to 3 of them will actually hire me. They'll actually invest their money with me. And this is the kind of money we're going to make, because we're talking tens of millions of dollars. Now, you're a real estate agent. You're looking at a $50,000 commission check with an expired $2 million expired seller. What could you send them? You could send them a gift, a special gift with a message in it. You could send them an iPad, $400. If you have to send 20 of those, that's that's $8,000. And if you could convert, if I sent 20 of those to 20 high-end sellers in a year, how many of them would watch it and just, you're like, who is the agent that no agent has gone, and you tell them this, no other agent has gone to this extent to just get your attention. Now, if I'll do this to get your attention, imagine what I will do to get your house sold for top dollar. Boom. You're going to get, I guarantee, out of 20, you'll get over half of them that will contact you and say, okay, I'll listen to what you say. And they're expired, they're canceled, they're already sold you, we're interested in selling their house. One client, $50,000 paycheck, $8,000 investment, $50,000 pay, but you're probably going to get 2 or 3 or 4. And you get into these high net worth people, the people in a luxury market. So I just want you to think about it. At a lower end, what if you sent them a bottle of wine and say, hey, I know it's frustrating not having your house sell. If your house hadn't sold, here's a bottle of wine just to drown your tears in, relax a little bit. And while you're drinking this wine, if you enjoy it, I hope you'll think good thoughts about me and have good vibes. And if you want to have a conversation with me about how I can help you get a better result in the sale of your house, here's my link or here's my number. Please give me a call, text me or whatever, and let's talk. Now, here's what will happen. You will get their attention, and that just the extent that you've gone to immediately gains credibility. It gains a sense of reciprocity where they feel like they owe you a conversation because you've given them something that's very, very nice, whether it's a $400 iPad or a $50 or $150 bottle of champagne or wine, or some other kind of gift that is special to you or that has a special message and has a special meaning to you that says, hey, here's something because I want you to know I understand your situation, I appreciate it, and it matters to me, and if I can help you and you're interested in having a conversation about how we can get you a better result, you want to talk to me. Here's the question. What are you willing to do to get a listing? Guys, all the old traditional marketing stuff that everybody's been doing forever and ever and ever is old, it's worn out. You got to do something fresh. Think about it. Let me know what you think. Write in the comments. Give it a thumbs up if you like this. And if you have questions, let me know. Have a great day.